Now, a few ideas on how to make sure that students' work is their own and not just something that's been spat out by ChatGPT. It's actually quite significant that you can use ChatGPT. Now, one of the ways that I get kids to use this is this program. This program here is called OBS, and you can use this to record the screen. You can use it to record a PowerPoint slide as they go through code and explain how it works. I encourage them to discuss the iterative development of what they did. That means that they show step by step what they did to design it, create it, delete parts of it. It means that they can actually present not just the final product, but the production. In the SACE requirements, you can see here on the SACE documentation, one of the requirements is DE2, application of iterative development, testing, modification, documentation of a digital solution or prototype. That's exactly what I'm talking about. This is how you present a ChatGPT proof assignment. They need to show development. They need to show how they made something, tested it, modified it, made it grow, change. And they also need to show evidence of, in DE4, evidence of their role, how they did it. So using these requirements, and if we go over to what was successful for Year 12 students, they recommend that it involved programming elements that have been supported with abstraction, computational thinking. That means getting a piece of code and shrinking it down, making it efficient, and using it as a small piece that you can then use. You need to clearly also show evidence of their thinking, flowcharts, pseudocode, diagrams. That means that they actually show these things on their video presentation, and they can actually clearly say, well, this is where I planned my task of what it does, this is how it works, and this is step by step how the code flows through. If they had created all of this using ChatGPT, it would be complete, done, and they wouldn't have anything to demonstrate this process. So doing it this way means they can actually use ChatGPT. Maybe it's like step one, and then they go, well, the program told me this, but the client that I'm talking to, the teacher or the hypothetical client, wanted some extra features. So I need to pull it apart, how it works, redesign it, show some evidence of me redesigning it, and then that's my assignment. You can see here that this recommendation says, include an iterative project development task that includes testing and feedback from clients with modification made on the feedback. So part of the actual assignment is that I get it and I say, oh yes, but I would like these extra features. Go back and change it up. And if they had used ChatGPT to make the whole thing, that's not going to work. It is just going to be a complete project. They don't know how any of the functions work. They don't know how any of the code was made. They would have to read through everything. And actually, it's probably easier if they make it themselves, because then they know closely how it works. And but when I say modify it and they go back and go, okay, this feature added, this feature done, then they really can own the code and demonstrate that they understand it. Thanks.